What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nikolai Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 Zombies video here today on the channel. Today, it's an amended version of something that we've talked about a couple of times here on the channel, but it's something massive nonetheless. This was spotted over on the COD Zombies subreddit. Those guys are absolutely brilliant in terms of what they can find here, and it's been found pretty quickly here, and it's something a lot of people may overlook, but you have to complete the Easter egg to find this entirely, and rather to even understand the storyline implications here with this one. But I'll play a little clip on screen now from the Easter egg ending cutscene, but I want you guys to pay attention to the teleport as well as what happens afterward. Take a look.
Three down, one to go. Guess it's you next, Nikolai.
Nein, there is something else we must do. There is a chain of events that must be set in motion.
Okay, gotta admit, I didn't see that one coming.
Call it our insurance policy, in case we don't like where we end up.
Wrap him up and let him rot.
There are 4 lines of dialogue back and forth here just between Dempsey and Richtofen. 4 quotes that may not seem like much, but it's actually tremendously important. When addressing Nikolai, Dempsey says that he's probably next, but Richtofen says no, there's something else we must do, a chain of events that must be set in motion. And after following that teleport where we don't know where they went, that's when Dempsey says that he has to admit he did not see that one coming, and that it's their insurance policy, says Richtofen, in case they don't like where they end up. So where does this come into play with the blood vials? Well, after you complete the Easter egg, every single player has blood vials on their character somewhere. Takeo has his on his backpack, the others have them on their waist, but it's something that is really interesting because up until this point, whenever we got the Origins intro cinematic here, leading up into Origins and Black Ops 2, so we're talking 3 years ago, we had Richtofen donning 2 vials of blood, which for the longest time perplexed everybody in the zombies community, and everybody had wild theories and accusations as to why. We might actually be seeing as exactly why here coming up shortly. Jason Blundell mentioned earlier in the year that we would be getting an explanation here for these at some point in time during this year, and this is only the first part of, I'm guessing, a very long explanation here for it, because for those that do not know, the blood vials that Richtofen initially donned in that Origins teaser were the blood vials labeled with the cell and inmate numbers of Sal DeLuca and Finn O'Leary from Mob of the Dead, which, coincidentally, we have seen Icarus, the plane from Mob of the Dead that takes you to the Pack-a-Punch in the Golden Gate Bridge. We have seen that plane 3 times here within Black Ops 3. We've seen it on Shadows of Evil, we've seen it on the Giant, and we actually have seen it in Zetsubou no Shima here with this brand new map. It's very, very faint, but if you look up in the air at the very beginning of the map, you can see that there are pockets in the air in which there are explosions from the dogfights, but also one from a pocket of time where the plane comes out of it and goes back into it. So what this means entirely and explicitly here for the storyline, we have absolutely no clue, because the other characters, their blood vials are not labeled as such as Richtofen. So it could be something where, similar to the Zetsubou no Shima cloning happens, where they have an insurance policy of themselves where they can come back to the story if they don't like where things end up at, or whether or not they're taking some, say, sacrifices here from Mob of the Dead, because those characters are still relatively in limbo in terms of not only the setting for the map, but also for the storyline and where their characters fall into play here. We know there's a lot of imagery tying in with Shadows of Evil and all that kind of stuff, but Mob of the Dead and the characters subsidiary to it really are a big question mark. There's not much really that we know exactly where they're gonna be and where they lie within it, because once again, Jason Blundell pointed out earlier this year that there is no such thing as a standalone map here. Everything ties together in the storyline in some way, shape, or form, and Mob of the Dead is still really that big question mark. So with that being said, where does this now fall with the blood vials? Where does this take us? Where is this insurance policy? And is DLC going to change up what we initially think here is going to be Nikolai's size map in Stalingrad. I personally don't think so, but there is definitely some stuff that is behind the scenes in between that time frame of DLC 2 and DLC 3, which we still need to find out a little bit here, and I think we're going to be getting that information within DLC 3 a little bit more here as to where they went, what this insurance policy is, and leading up ultimately to DLC 4. So that's going to wrap this one up here today, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I would honestly love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. A lot of you guys may not be really diehard into the zombie storyline. I know I personally love every single bit and piece of the storyline and what is consequentially the backstory and the backbone to why every map happens. A lot of you guys may not be super diehard into that, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. And if you guys are diehard, I would honestly really love to hear what you guys think about this here as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, be sure to like, rating down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on that road to 30,000 subscribers. I'm really looking forward to DLC 3 and ultimately DLC 4 as well. Can't wait to see where we go with this and what the blood vials mean. But thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nikolai Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.